In this JavaScript video, we're going to talk about comparison operators. So if we start off, let's do some if statements here. So if 10 equals 10, then console log true. So if it's true, it'll be in here, else false. So let's do a console false here. And then if we run this one, what do you think is going to happen? We actually get an error. So it's invalid left-hand side in assignment. So this should have been the name of a variable because this is an assignment operator. And then we set things equal to a value. So we don't use a single equal sign when we want to compare things. We use a double equals or a triple, which we'll talk about in a moment. Now if we run this, we get true because 10 is equal to 10. There's also a triple equals. If we run this one, we also get true. So then the question is, what's the difference? If we go back to a double equals, and let's change this to a string, but it still has the value of 10 inside. If we run this one, what do you think is going to happen? We get true, because the value 10 is equal to the value inside the string, 10. If we do a triple equals, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, we get false. Because not only does a triple equals check its value, but it checks its data type also. So 10 has the value of 10, but this one's a string and this one's a number. Another thing we can do is not just equals, but we can do not equals to. So this one's going to be a little confusing at first, but is 10 not equal to 10? False, because 10 is equal to 10. So 10 not equal to 10, that's false, so this is not going to run. So it's going to come out here and run this statement. And we can also do double equals and run it. Another thing we can do with numbers is we can see if things are greater than or less than. So is 10 less than 10? That's a false statement. But if we do 10 is less than or equal to 10, we get a true. And we also have greater than and greater than or equal to also. Another thing we can do is compare strings. So if we have a person's name and we want to check if it's equal to another person's name, and if we run this one, that's a true statement. These two are equivalent. What if we do a capital B? What do you think is going to happen here? False. Even though they're the same, it's the same word, this one has a capital and this one does not. So they're not actually equivalent. One of the things we can do though to compare them equally, because sometimes we don't care if the person enters capital letters or not. We just want to see if their names are the same. Sometimes you do, like in usernames to log into websites, that might be important, but sometimes it doesn't really matter. We can force it to be all lowercase. So we can take this entire string, force them to be lowercase, which in this case they already are. And we can force the other side to be all lowercase also. And then if we run this one, we get true. And just to see, if we take this, true also. So we have equals to, two different kinds, double and triple. We have less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. We also have not equals, and then we can compare strings also.